What's up, Comic Book Nation? BD here, guys. I'm back. I'm fresh off the plane from Australia. I missed you all so terribly last week. It was such a tough time for me. I was down under on the set of Thor Ragnarok, chilling with my boys, Chris Hemsworth and Tommy Hiddleston. Yes, of course I can call them that. We spent like 30 minutes together. It was amazing. Watching, talking, and nerdgasming over all things Thor and Planet Hulk. But if I say a word about it, Marvel will shoot me down right here live on Facebook, and that is not how I envision going viral. So we're going to stick to Comic Book Now, where we do the top 5 stories from ComicBook.com over the weekend since it's Monday, and it starts right now. The first photo of J.K. Simmons in Justice League as Commissioner Gordon was released over the weekend by director Zack Snyder on Twitter. While Simmons is sitting there wondering if he looks enough like Gary Oldman to satisfy us in this picture, he's also waiting on Wonder Woman, Batman, and Flash to show up for a chat about taking down a nest of parademons. I know this because I was on that set a few months ago. It's the Gotham City PD rooftop set, and it was JK's first day of shooting. During the conversation, Cyborg shows up, making Wonder Woman happy because clearly she's been recruiting him, which was alluded to in the Justice League trailer. He joins the squad, and the League of Four head underground in Batman's Nightcrawler vehicle. This thing is sick. It looks like a 4-legged spider. And Gordon turns around, they disappear, and Flash is the only one left. He's like, man, it's kind of rude that they just do that. And then he zooms off himself in true speedster style. Speaking of Flash, a new photo maquette suits for Flash and Cyborg has surfaced online via Ironhead Studios' Instagram account. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say these suits are not from Justice League. I think this is from the Flash movie because clearly that is the suit that Flash was seen time traveling in Batman vs. Superman: Dawn of Justice. And I'm going to guess that Bruce Wayne is helping develop it because he helps develop the suit in Justice League, as Michael Wilkinson, the costume designer, tells me on set. It's Bruce who helps with the first set, making something protective for Barry when he runs and moves so fast. Now, what I hear is that Cyborg will be joining this Flash standalone film. I think it's more of a buddy film because of how big I've heard Cyborg's role is. But look at Cyborg's mask in this picture. Could they be pulling like a Legends of Tomorrow, maybe like Deadpool Cable time travel buddy thing? I totally think so. And if you want to see it, let us know in the comments section. If you don't, let us know too. Keeping it at the box office with the movie stuff, Mad Max: The Wasteland is reportedly in development, and rather than serving as a sequel to the Tom Hardy, Charlize Theron-led relaunch of the franchise from last year, it will be apparently a George Miller-directed prequel to Fury Road. They're doing the whole Star Wars thing and going everywhere. Should the report turn out to be true, though, we should get super excited because girl power is all over this one. It's going to focus on the backstory of Furiosa. Dude, that's epic. Maybe she'll have 2 hands in this movie. We'll see how she lost it. The governor cut it off? I don't know. Winter came to the Emmys last night as Game of Thrones cleaned up and won just about everything that OJ didn't. The HBO series won Best Drama Series, Best Writing for a Drama Series, and Best Director went to Miguel Sapochnik for that epic Battle of the Bastards episode that you probably were rewatching this morning. Unfortunately, Sapochnik, whose name sounds like a Game of Thrones character itself, won't be back to direct the already delayed and shortened Season 7, which might mean there is no major battle coming, considering he also directed the Hard Home episode, which saw the White Walkers and the zombies raiding the wildlings in Season 5. Hopefully he comes back around for the 6-episode final Season 8. And next up, before we get to your questions, which we will take your live questions today, we have to talk about last night's episode of Fear the Walking Dead. If you stuck with that show like I have, you know that this second half of Season 2 has been really, really good. It has progressively gotten better and better with every episode. And I think they're talking about killing a core character on there. Who? Chris Manawa. The episode ended, spoiler alert, by showing a bearded Travis seeing the lights at the Hotel Madison, which it looks like Strand is checking out of, I don't know, and he looked to be alone. He had a beard, he looked distraught, he was definitely alone though. Now I don't know what happens in next week's episode. I know it explores the Travis and Chris backstory, what happened in the meantime, but I do know that Lorenzo James Henry was cast on Marvel's Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. on ABC, and I also know that people in the Walking Dead universe are not allowed to recur on other series. I'm just saying, Chris is dead. It's going to happen. Sorry. Don't hate me later. Now let's check out a few fan questions. What do we got here? Warlock wants to know, do you think we will have any sort of tease or ties of Adam Warlock in Doctor Strange? Oh, gosh. I think that, no, I don't. I don't think we'll see any Adam Warlock in Doctor Strange. I think Doctor Strange is going to focus on a lot of things outside of that. I think we're going to see an Infinity Stone in Doctor Strange, but it won't be the one that Adam Warlock is holding. I think it's going to be a lot of multi-dimensional stuff, too much other stuff going on to throw a character like Adam Warlock into Doctor Strange. But I think we'll see Doctor Strange in another movie. But I think Adam Warlock comes into Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, if anything. Or maybe he just comes into picture in Infinity War. We'll have to see. Maybe even Black Panther. Who knows? I don't know. That could happen. Next question. Cecilia is wondering if we're going to get a solo Winter Soldier movie. Now, I've been saying this for a while now. I think that if we get a Winter Soldier movie, it's going to be in like 2021. It's going to be called Bucky Barnes, Captain America. You heard it here first. I'm just saying. Actually, you heard it here first, like 2 months ago, because I've said this before. But I think that Sebastian Stan's Bucky Barnes goes on to become Captain America, or maybe Anthony Mackie, Sam Wilson. But I think Chris Evans will be done with Captain America by Infinity War. Technically, the Russos say he's not even Steve Rogers isn't Captain America in the MCU anymore. I think that Bucky Barnes takes over the shield and the spangly suit in Avengers Infinity War, and we get a Bucky Barnes Captain America in 2021 or 22. Do we have any more questions today? Let's take a quick look at the comment section. If you guys have anything, drop it in there now. Flash Gordon meets the Flash movie. Yeah, I have literally no interest in that at all. I'm so sorry. Sam Jones is a nice guy, but I'm not interested. Sorry. How was the set of Thor 3, says Ryan Wilsberger. It was amazing. I saw a lot of really cool stuff that I just can't say anything about because I literally had to sign over my first unborn child, and if I say that, like, they get to claim him and do whatever they want with him, make him a slave to the Marvel Universe. He'll probably just go to Sakaar and start fighting people, I guess. But I did get to hold a koala and pet a kangaroo too, so that was cool. I do suggest Australia. This was like the 2-day free trial version, like fly in, fly out, and then if you want to come back, pay a couple $1,000s for Australia. I recommend it though. Australia was really cool. Welcome back, Brandon. Thank you, Ignacio. Great to be back. Shazam, Tarun Desari. Oh, I'm so sorry. Your name is tough to say. You sound like a Game of Thrones character too. That's pretty cool though. Any news on Shazam? The last I heard on Shazam, I talked to the producer, Hiram Garcia, who is The Rock's producer. He said it might come a little bit earlier than expected. I don't know if that seems to be true because we haven't heard anything about it yet in a very long time. He also said it's going to be inspired by the Kingdom Come comics, and it's just going to be a lot of fun. He wants to make sure it's fun. And this, I think we talked before Batman vs. Superman came out, so a lot of the criticisms on its lack of fun weren't there yet. So for him to be so excited about Shazam, obviously as a producer, you're going to be excited. You're not going to say, this movie's not going to be fun. But he did sound like he was very excited, a true comic book fan, and he wants to see this movie be a huge hit with the fans who want fun comic book movies that aren't Batman vs. Superman. Let's get one more question. Will Green Lantern show up in Justice League? Probably not. I don't think so. I have no reason to believe that. They gave us no indication of any sort of Green Lantern being a part of the DC Extended Universe. The only reason we know he exists really so far, unless there's some Easter egg that I missed, is because there's a Green Lantern Corps movie planned for 2020, which, by the way, guys, that's 4 years away, and there's like 74 comic book movies coming before that, so quit looking too far in the future. No, get hyped. I'm excited. I'm just kidding. I'm super excited. I think we'll start to see little teases of the Green Lantern existence, maybe even starting with Wonder Woman, or, you know, what's after Wonder Woman? You got Justice? Yeah, it's Wonder Woman, then Justice League. I don't think we'll actually see Green Lantern, but I think we'll see a tease of him at the very least. But that's all we got time for today, guys. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. I am Brandon Davis. I'm happy to be back. If you want to talk more, hit me up on Twitter at BrandonDavisBD. I'll hit you up there, and follow Comic Book on all social media, Comic Book Now, Comic Book, all that. You know where to find us, guys. I'll see you later.